What's up, queen? It is day 2 of my cut, and I decided to kind of record how my day-to-day looks like. And there's really not much to it, especially because I am working a full-time job. I don't have really much day-to-day happening because I'm working like a 7 to 3:30 shift, and it's really hard for me to bring out my camera and like record and film for you guys, especially when I'm working in an environment where it's highly confidential. I'm not able to pull out my camera, and that's all right. With that being said, I'm currently on my break, and something that I always vouch, and something that I constantly preach on to everybody and anybody, my clients, and now you guys, is how important it is to get movement, especially walking throughout the day. With walking, I think it's literally the most low maintenance, best form of exercise, and it really doesn't take that long. I know that if you're working a full-time job and you're working an 8-hour shift, most likely they are going to give you a 30-minute lunch break, and you can get so much movement and so much steppies done within 30 minutes. You don't even need 2 hours, you really just need 30 minutes. And honestly, like, just the walking can make such a huge difference, especially with your energy levels, because when you work in an office environment, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's these white fluorescent lights, you're literally sitting down all day, there's like zero air circulation, and you're in front of a screen 8 hours. So like, it doesn't really hurt that much to go outside and get some fresh air. It is beautiful out, it is sunny, it is gorgeous out. It's not that cold. I have my jacket on just because. Go get your movement in. There's really no reason for you not to get your movement in. If at any moment in time you feel like you don't have time, trust me, you can make the time. And that's always something that I will forever do as long as I'm working corporate, because you have to take advantage of the time that you get paid for. And if you can do something else, aka go outside and go for a walk, why not? And even just 30 minutes, you can get like 3, maybe 4,000 steps. Obviously, if you're walking fast. Right now, I'm kind of stalling. Having my gym bag in my car, it really gives me no excuse not to hit the gym after work. Even on the days where I don't feel like it, like today, for example, I know I don't want to work out, but having my gym bag in my car really allows for me to go. And I'm gonna feel good, but oh my God, you guys, like, look how pretty. Me and Brandon always talk about how, like, if Calgary looked like this, like, all year round, we'd be forever happy. It's not a bad city to live in, but the cold can get really nasty and it can get very overwhelming. By overwhelming, I mean underwhelming. Vitamin D, we take it for granted a lot. There's even some days where I'm always like, ugh, as soon as the sun's out, all you want to do is go for a walk. And that's what I'm doing. But when you get gray, when you get snow, when you get shitty weather, like, it's really hard to like a city where it's gray all the time. But hey, it could always be worse, right? Like, at least my issue is the weather, and that's literally a first world problem. Oh, also, look, I'm not wearing the proper shoes. I like to have my flip-flops slides on during the summertime, because I like for my toes, I was gonna say my fingers, but I like for my toes to get some fresh air, you know? Because we were not meant to have shoes and socks 24/7. Like, our toes were meant to breathe. So, and I'm not gonna show you my toes because I would have to sell those pictures, because I actually have pretty feet. I keep telling myself, like, the reason why I'm doing this cut is because I need to have a goal. And again, the motivation is really, really high, but I know that as time goes by, the motivation will definitely leave. So I guess this is where I make this content, so like, whenever I feel like I don't have any motivation and I feel like I don't want to do shit, I can look back at this. Even thinking about this weekend coming up, I have a birthday commitment on Sunday, and I'm kind of stressing because I know that there's going to be food, and then there's going to be cake, and always telling people that you're not going to eat their food or eat their cake is always such a big deal. Like, when did everything revolved around food? And I guess that's been going on for centuries, right? Because food brings everybody together. But it's always so awkward when you tell somebody, like, hey, I'm not interested in eating the food, and then you have to explain yourself why. And then it just gets a little awkward, and then you bring your own food. It's just even weird because people start asking you, like, why you're doing it, or they make their comments like, oh, you look good. But it's like, I know I look good. I'm just doing this for myself, right? It's for myself, for nobody else. If you struggle with that, sometimes setting those boundaries can be a little bit difficult. But hey, if you don't set those boundaries, everybody will walk all over you, and all those goals that you have for yourself, will never become and will never be fructious because you're letting other people impede what it is that you want, right? We're just gonna take it day by day. That's something that gets me so much throughout my preps, is just not stressing about the future, not stressing about what's gonna happen tomorrow, just taking it day by day. Because when you start worrying about the future, when you start worrying about what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, what you should or shouldn't be saying, or whether or not a cut is a good idea, then you really start getting into your head, and that's when you slowly start backing away from the things you said you were gonna do. I am feeling a little bit bloated today. I am due for my period. Usually when I'm about to get it, I bloat like a balloon, which is pretty normal. I don't really get any like hardcore PMS symptoms, but I do know that whenever I am close to my period, either my breasts hurt, or they're swollen, or they're sore, and I just gain about 2 to 3 pounds, and everything that usually feels pretty loose feels really, really tight. Still no period, and that's okay. Like, I'm never worried about it. I'm pretty in tune with my cycle, and that's something that I really do give thanks to. Devoting myself to a healthy lifestyle and essentially switching my lifestyle a few years ago. I think being in sync with your body is like one of the best things in the world, because I don't have to rely on birth control or really any pharmaceuticals for me to understand my body. And that's always really good flex, in my opinion. I mean, I'm all about being the best version of yourself, which means the healthiest you can be. It feels good to know exactly what my cycle revolves around. Okay, do you ever sometimes feel like running? Sometimes when I'm walking, I'm like, oh my God, I could totally be a runner, but I'm not a runner. I know I can run. I actually don't have troubles running anymore. I used to, back when I was like not in the greatest shape of my life. But now I can definitely do it, no biggie, but I'm not really trying to do it. I like my walking, I like my Stairmasters, and I like my weightlifting. Maybe like later, as I get older, I'll be inclined to run, but as of now I don't. Actually, I'm training my sister for her first 5K, and that's fun. Makes me happy and proud of her that she set herself a goal and she's committing to the healthy lifestyle. Okay, so I'm gonna keep walking. I'm going to enjoy this heat. I am then gonna go back to work and basically have like 30 minutes left. And then we go to the gym, and I'll show you my little workout ritual. Actually, ever since I started driving to work and I'm no longer taking transit, driving to work has actually like helped me not waste time, because as I'm getting to work, I'm actually having my pre-workout and I'm able to listen to my music like really loud. So it actually gets me pumped and energized, because prior to not driving to work, I was taking transit, and like it's definitely got its pros, but I was like wasting time. And like by the time I got to my car, like I just needed like 10 minutes with myself in my car, you know? Now that I'm driving, like I just feel like I get to the gym quicker. I can have my pre-workout ritual on my way there, and I can just like mentally prepare myself that I'm going to the gym. And that's something that has helped. Just put on some good music, get your pre-workout ready, and just don't even think about it, because the moment, like I said, you start thinking about it, that's when you just convince yourself out of it. Made it to the gym. I was gonna drive like my entire drive from like work to the gym, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Roads were really, really busy, and I just wanted to concentrate and focus on my driving. And I've gotten some hate already for me making content while driving, so I was being very thoughtful of the people that care about me. I am just finishing up my pre-workout. I am doing the Ghost grape flavor, and I don't recommend. I wanted it to be really, really sour, and it was just very chalky, and I think I'm gonna have to do like a bit of a pre-workout cleanse, just because I'm not really feeling my usual dosage, and usually that means that I've built a tolerance. I honestly just feel like I use the pre-workout now at this point to take a shit, which I will. I will do. I think we have to make this normal that people take shits at the gym. I used to be like one of those people that would like hate on people that did that, but now that I've gotten older, like when I need to go, I'm gonna go. I forgot to mention as well that on my way here, I was also eating some rice cakes. So I had 4 rice cakes with 20 grams of peanut butter. That's the thing about like cutting, is that like now you're kind of like drifting away from the processed foods and just focusing on like wholesome foods. And like rice cakes, when you have so much of them, which I had 4, like it's a lot of food, and I'm feeling so full and bloated, and I just want to take a nap. But hey, we made it to the gym. I've got my gym bag here, And as I've always mentioned, is have your gym bag in the car, and trust me, you'll have no reason not to hit the gym. Okay, I'm gonna finish this, smell up to some music, add my contacts, and then rock it. Okay, so you didn't watch me change because I just wanted to go into the gym, change outfits, throw on a fit, you know, always repping the young LA. I'm currently doing my cardio, and part of my cut is starting yesterday. I'm doing about 35 minutes on the treadmill with an incline. And this is like the most cardio I'll ever do. Once in a while, I'd like to do the stairs just because I want to get a different type of sweat. But I really enjoy getting my steppies in, doing my cardio on the treadmill. Right now, I'm at an incline of 8, speed of 3.2. I'm going to be editing some content because this is like the best time for you to actually do work. My cardio, I like to do it first thing first. And I know some of you are going to come at me and say, you should do it after so you can preserve muscle and energy for your workout. And yes, I agree. But I also know that if I were to do my cardio session after my lifting session, I'm not going to do my cardio because I know that I have like time to do my training stash. And what ends up happening is I end up like milking it. And I really don't want to do that. So I'm just doing my cardio. I got asked a while back what my treadmill routine is. And it's literally incline, speed, don't hold, and then just focus. Also have my waist trainer. Just try to keep my core tight and my back straight and then just walk it. But I'll say hello during or after my workout. Just finished my cardio, and as I already showed you, I am wearing my waist trainer, which I'm actually gonna put this here, one sec. I am wearing my waist trainer. I wear Slim Tum. Not sponsored, I don't have a code. I have been wearing this waist trainer since 2021, since I first started my first ever competition prep, and I love it. I will say, like, it's kind of stinky. I've never washed this. I don't even know how you wash this, but I love it because it really just rubs on my waist and I have my core tight and my back straight. It just really allows for you to like concentrate on keeping your core really, really tight and keeping your back really straight. And this will not make you lose body fat. This will not shrink your waist. It just helps shape your waist, if that makes sense. I am wearing the same thing I wore yesterday because I will wear the same fit over and over again until it smells really, really bad. Actually, that's a lie. I'll wear like the same fit at least 2 or 3 days. But I do want to share with you exactly what my workout for today looks like. Okay, so we got leg day. This is like a really heavy leg day. So we got hip thrust, plated, loaded machine. This gym that I go to does not have the best hip thrust machine, so it's really, really hard to like do a lot of weight, especially since I don't want to feel it in my lower back. But I'm going to be doing 6 sets, anywhere between 6 to 12. I've got 2 warm-ups, 1 feeder, 2 working, 1 back off. So this is fun. I always love pushing myself and then also doing a bit of a deload. Then I've got some dumbbell remaining deadlifts. I fucking love RDLs. They're literally the best for your hamstrings. And then I'm going to be doing single leg remaining deadlifts. This one just really emphasizes that mind muscle connection with your weak leg. And then I also have a Smith machine Bulgarian split squat. Guys, I hate fucking split squats / Bulgarian squats. I just, whenever you have to do everything with one leg like that, when you're kind of like relying on balance, like I just cannot, but it has helped. Like I actually feel my legs really, really I'm gonna be finishing with seated leg curls. So all in all, it's not a bad training session. This is gonna take me about an hour-ish, but no pain, no gain. You wanna build muscle, you gotta fucking train it hard. So we're gonna be doing that. Wearing my Converse. These are the current shoes that I'm wearing right now. I like to wear these for my upper body days and when I'm doing some cardio, just because you wanna have some cushion when you're doing your cardio. But for leg days, I need to use a flat shoe. That way I know that I'm actually holding with my feet, using my feet so that I can actually feel it in the bottom of my heel, because whenever I use something like this, it's not good. It's not good for your balance and for you to feel where you're supposed to be feeling it in your muscle. I put these on, and like I said, I'll just talk to you in a few, because that's the power of YouTube. You can just edit and time just goes by. Actually, I want to see how long this is going to take me. It is 5:05. just finished my training session. Guys, I'm not kidding. Took me an hour and 13 minutes. It honestly feels longer because I'm just pushing myself. It is 6:16. I've been here since like 4:20. I just want to get to my car, start making my steaks because I'm having steaks for dinner again, and then wash my hair because I'm due for a hair wash. I love leg days because I know that's where I'm the strongest, but also it's the one that takes me the longest. And with this cut, it's going to get progressively harder, especially because my calories are going to go down, my cardio is going to go up. But I'll keep thinking to myself, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I made it home. I forgot that I had to stop at the store and get protein powder, and I actually did not get protein powder. And what ends up happening is when I don't have protein powder with me, I just gotta eat a little bit more chicken essentially because it's a leaner type of meat and I'm short on protein, and I'm so upset because in your initial stages of a cut, eating chicken breast is a little difficult. I mean, I make a really good chicken breast, but I am not in the mood to eat 300 grams of chicken breast, but I probably will. I have a lot to eat. I also thought I was gonna meal prep, but I think I'm gonna take a rest day tomorrow. I'm due for a rest day tomorrow. Have chicken and have that for lunch as well, and then go from there because I don't feel like cooking, to be honest. Just gonna get my meal ready and then we can chat more. I got my post-workout here, my din din, essentially the last meal of the day, but I've got some chicken, some potatoes, and I'm going to eat it all with ketchup. I also have one of these. Ooh, Zevia. Love me a Zevia. The grape one is my favorite flavor. It just brings me back to like when I was a kid and I used to drink grape soda. It just slaps. And when you're cutting, this helps. I'm gonna eat all this and I'm gonna eat that watching TV. Brandon's not home right now. Watching The Cleaning Lady on Netflix actually, and it's really good so far. I ate all my food. I mean, left a little bit of chicken and accidentally watched 2 episodes of The Cleaning Lady, but like, I just needed to chill. Brandon's still not here, and I wanted to talk to you real quick about, you know how earlier I was telling you how bloated I felt and like, I'm gonna get my period. Well, I just got my period, and it just explains everything. Like, whenever I feel emotional or whenever I feel a little bit bloated or like a literal sponge, I know it's because of my period. And I know I talked about it earlier, but it feels good. It feels good to get my period. It's really the most genuine sign to like a healthy body. Getting your period every 4 weeks, even close to like 5 weeks, it's just healthy. And I used to like hate getting my period, but now that I'm older and like understand the importance of it, like I always get happy when I get it. I'm gonna finish washing dishes, putting everything away, gonna go wash my hair. But thank you so much for watching day 2 of my mini cut. Today's easy. Let's see how tomorrow goes. But I'm excited to like share this with you because I want to look back at it and I want you to know that it is possible to lose body fat in a sustainable way. Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Oh, and let me know in the comments what you're looking or what you're wanting to watch. Okay, bye.